Hey, this is Betsy from the Classroom Crashers. We are Group 1. So it is myself, Elizabeth or Betsy Berry, Cole Briggs, Kimberly Howell, and Sarah Miller. This week we took some time and kind of fleshed out our idea for the Somehow lab. We are taking a look into all of the logistics, the vision, what we're going to need to create this lab specialty area within the hospital and how to go about it. And we came up with a prototype that I'm excited to share with you. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and go through a PowerPoint presentation that I made. Our Group 1 summary. So we have chosen to make a strategic plan to execute the functions of a lab in Somehow Hospital. Um, we agreed that uncommon partnerships really help to uh, when you are trying to build from the ground up, especially when you have little expertise in the area, if you're unfamiliar with the territory, to reach out to the experts to find some mentors and see who can really help flesh out the vision that you're looking for. So for us, for kind of a failing hospital in a small rural area, we wanted to reach out and make some decisions that might satisfy all the stakeholders that we have, from the C-suite down to the employee. One of our main ideas and a low fidelity prototype we came up with is now at this juncture called the blood box. So what is the blood box? We had kind of fleshed out an idea for a Keurig type machine that would spit out a lab vial to a nurse or to a PCA that's about to draw blood that would have exactly what media was supposed to be in the vial, if any, and print the label right on the vial so we can reduce the risk of mislabeling labs and reduce waste. So we're big about conservation. And the creation of a prototype or creation of a device such as this would help a small, struggling hospital with creating something new and a platform that they can use to bring to other hospitals to hopefully revolutionize the way that labs are uh, processed and created. Now we did break it down into, you know, the um, the blood box spitting out the correct vial with the correct labels and then running it. And what kind of labs would we run in our small lab? What kind of send out labs would we have? So we talked a lot about partnering with other area hospitals and standardizing the way that, we take um, the samples that need to be run over 3 or 4 days, or usually send out labs, we would divide those between the different hospitals. So, and I can clarify on that if you like, but oftentimes we have certain labs that we have to send out to a different lab to have the testing completed. And so this is an image of what the blood box would look like, possibly in a nurse's station. This is set more in an actual lab area. So you can see where a staff member would be able to just come up to it, plug in what they needed, receive what they needed to draw, and go and complete the labs. And to summarize it, our group agreed that bringing the right people together yields the best results. It takes uncommon partnerships to see all sides for strategic planning, goal creation, and future thinking to build from the ground up. Um, Not many of, I don't think really any of us have too much experience with strategic plans such as this. We do have some of the design process in our background, but we looked at the organization as a whole down to the individual level and examined how we might create a plan to satisfy stakeholder sets unique to a lab in a small hospital in desperate need of resources and revitalization. So a bigger plan with this blood box would be, once we get all the materials and we get it up and running, and if we're able to manufacture this blood box, we would take the phlebotomists that were trained to use this blood box in the function of education, and to possibly market this to other hospitals to generate revenue for our small struggling lab. And if you have any questions for us, please feel free to reach out, and I appreciate your time. Thank you. I'm going to stop sharing and I will sign off. Thank you.